Hey guys, so this is kind of like a two for one because they both kind of correlate with each other. So in direct opposition to industry standards, Final Fantasy character designer Tetsuya Nomura, not just character designer, he's like the man who creates this stuff. Says video game characters should be attractive as they have been, and Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts dev studio Square Enix appears to have ended working with Sweet Baby Inc. So you can see why they correlate with one another. Um, for the longest time, Final Fantasy were just Square Enix had no problem with sexy, attractive characters because they know what the gamers want. They know that people like eye candy. Even the women like to look at attractive women in games. Um, but then they've been doing like weird censoring, like with Tifa adding like a black undershirt for her. Says, "Oh, big boobies scare people." Now they've done censoring before in the past, but it's censoring that actually made sense. So there's ones they're censoring that makes sense, and they're censoring that just doesn't make any sense. You have Tifa, who I believe is over the age of 18, and they were putting a black undershirt to, cover things up because big boobies scare us. Um, but that's it's stupid. That's stupid. But then you have actually it was a while ago. I think it was for the remake, or not remake, but for with 2.5 with Kingdom Hearts. So in the original Kingdom Hearts 2, when you get to the world that never was, right before the Xemnas fight, the final fight, they're all, Riku, Kairi, Mickey, they're all standing there, and you can move the camera in a way that shows up Kairi's skirt. And they, for whatever reason, decided to program her, model her with a pair of panties on. Keep in mind, this girl's only like, what, 14 years old. So I think in the English version and then every subsequent version that comes out afterwards, I think you're still able to do it. And if you do, it's just a black void. Because that's what a woman's vagina is. It's a black void. No, it's just black. You'll see her legs, and then you'll just see, cut off, like partially down her legs, just black. But that makes sense because again, Kyrie is like what 14 years old, and the fact that they model, not modeled, but like panties on her, that's a little weird. So that's censoring that makes sense. Of course, that's something that you never would have found out, unless you saw something online about it. Um, but it makes sense for that because she's like 14 years old. And the fact that they didn't start off with a black void already and they actually pair panties for her is just weird. Um, but some of the other things, like I said, with just putting shirts on them or trying to uglify them or whatever the case is. Um, but Sweet Baby Inc. no longer apparently being partnered with them. That's good. The Square Enix ethics director, whatever it was, apparently stepping down, retiring. Um, who also had a hand in all the uglification and stupid censoring. So hopefully, you know, you know, Square Enix will get to heal. Um, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts Dev Studio, Square Enix appears to have ended working relationship with Sweet Baby Inc. In development that hopefully bodes well for fans of the company's vast catalog of franchises. Square Enix is no longer listed as an active client of Sweet Baby Inc. Like Tifa, Aerith, they're beautiful women, and they should continue to be beautiful women. We don't need the next Final Fantasy game that includes them, or for them to look. We don't need that. We don't need that. And people were mad at this because it's like, oh my god, it's total fan service. Okay, what's your point? They're beautiful and they're in bikinis. What is the problem here? Um, Beautiful woman, Aerith, beautiful. And yes, I think I had to look it up because I couldn't remember exactly how old. Uh, Crisis Core, she was 15. Here, Final Fantasy VII, she's 20. So yes, she's well over age. So to have stupid crap like black undershirts and censor, it just makes no sense. You know, these two are beautiful women. You should let them be beautiful women. Um, if Cloud and Barrett can walk around showing what they've got, these two ladies should be able to walk around showing what they've got. Per an archive of the project section of Sweet Baby Inc.'s official website, at least as recently as August 2024, the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth developer was listed alongside such fellow studios as Electronic Arts, Ubisoft, and Warner Brothers Games as one of the notorious DEI-centric video game company consultant companies' many AAA clients. Yeah, let's see who else. Xbox Game Studios, Electronic, Valve, 2K, Rocksteady, Deck Nine, Wizards, Wizards of the Coast. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Um, an archive of Sweet Baby Inc.'s official website shows Square Enix as an active client as of late as August 2024. Yeah, that's the thing. However, it is discovered by users across social media earlier this morning. It seems Square Enix is no longer choosing to engage Sweet Baby Inc. services, as their logo has now been completely removed from Sweet Baby Inc.'s publicly displayed client list. Good. Um, in the interest of caution, it should be noted that there does exist a distinct possibility that Square Enix experiences from Sweet Baby Inc.'s disappearance from Sweet Baby Inc.'s website is in some way accidental or temporary. Now, where was, yeah, right there between Co-op and Valve. No, it was intentionally removed. It was intentionally removed, it looks like. So, I mean, unless someone's going around and messing with it, there'd be no reason for it to just up and disappear like that. No, someone had to physically remove it. Like go in and, drag it away or, click it, delete. Um Raw fury. Guys, am I right? I'll see myself out. Uh in some way temporary, the possible result or of a website error or file path misalignment. No, I don't. But should their logo remain absent in the months to come? Well, I mean, just kind of wait a week. I mean, people are writing about it, so within a week, if it is true, then it should pop back up, right? If it was a mistake or whatever. So give it a week. But their logo, if their should their logo remain absent from months to come, this would indicate that supposedly hard at work on Kingdom Hearts 4 Studios has chosen to, if not abandon their adherence to the performative concepts of capital letter diversity and inclusion altogether. At very least, stop giving their money to an entity whose employees regularly deride their core audience and overall positive development either way. Yeah. In regards to their history, well, while it's unknown which of Square Enix's specific titles Sweet Baby Inc. worked on, archives have shown that they contracted their services at least as early as May 2022. During that time, the studio was responsible for enacting such modern audience-based creative decisions as sensory slavery-related dialogue and, yeah, female characters, yeah, warrior, yeah, we said that. It was, yeah, we talked about that the female warrior, how she's still got the same armor, but yet like they're adding like this crappy looking like brown cloth top and bottom for her. They want to talk about, oh, well, in a practical sense, her armor doesn't do much. Well, adding cloth underneath isn't going to do anything either. Cloth is not going to stop an arrow. It's not. So you're just doing it for the sake of censoring. Maya the Dragon Quest and Maya in Dragon Quest Monster 3, and producing the entirety of Forspoken. Yeah, this game was shit. Yeah. Yeah. And let's be honest, if one were to put money on the entire situation, betting on the wildly planned, terribly written Forspoken as one of the titles that have received A look over from Sweet Baby Inc. would be the closest thing one could get to a sure bet. Yeah, yeah. I mean, have you? This game was being ripped apart by how bad it looked. The character design was terrible. The dialogue was terrible. Everything about it was terrible. People ripped it apart. Interestingly, this development comes just a few months after Square Enix President Takashi Kiru gave a seemingly non-answer to a question regarding the company's regular relationship with Sweet Baby Inc. Asked by a shareholder company during company's Q2 2024 shareholders meeting in June, I'm personally happy about the shift from quantity to quality. I mean, that sounds kind of promising. I hope good titles will come out in the future. I'm concerned about the Canadian consulting company Sweet Baby Inc. Square Enix is listed as a client, but is there actually a transaction there? What kind of transaction is it? Will they continue to do so in the future? Kiru deflected. I would like to refrain from making specific comments about individual clients as we shift from quantity to quality, providing content that is enjoyable and safe. What do you safe? Have you seen some of the stuff in like Final Fantasy and the stuff that you guys put out? What kind of safe are we talking about here? Part of product fun. We will do our best as creators. Aw, Sora. Sora. One of the most beloved and cherished characters in all of video games. And the fact that Haley has been doing the voice for Sora since the beginning, since like what, 2001, 2002, is insane. This is like the one role that I'm sure he always looks forward to. As soon as he hears that there's a new Kingdom Hearts in the game, a new game being produced, it's like, well, I don't have to worry about getting paid. This a rut of not getting paid and no roles. As soon as a new Kingdom Hearts game comes out, he knows exactly what he'll be doing. And not to mention it with Kingdom Hearts 3, he was playing not only Sora but Vanitas as well. So I mean, Haley Joel Osment at this point, he is Sora. I mean, I can't even imagine anyone else playing Sora other than him. So, but I can't wait to see Kingdom Hearts 4. Hopefully it won't be another 15 years like it took Kingdom Hearts 3. Ultimately, just what does oh my god. Just what this development means for the future of not just Square Enix, but also the staying power of performative DEI initiatives and the larger video game outside remains to be seen. But there's hoping that everything will start shifting in a more positive, less censorious direction. Yeah, yeah. Um, Out here. Yeah, in direction to industry standards, it says video game characters should be attractive. I mean, so honest question. Who hasn't noticed a recent video game industry trend of devs making their characters, especially the female ones, outright unattractive hybrids of masculine and feminine features? Yeah. K-Vest and Star Wars Outlaws, Mrs. Free, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, the entire cast of Concord. The one that was Forspoken or Forsaken, whatever it was. Yeah, just one after another. We would looked at one, Unknown 9, Awakening, same thing, not ugly, but they clearly they did what they do with all the females. If the woman that their likeness they're using has a nice feminine features, they always give them like that chiseled box jawline every time. And it's not like it's impossible to model someone's jaw without being completely blocky. They were doing it ages ago, but no, they are making the intentionally. You want to see what women look like? Go look at any of the World of Warcraft cinematics that have come out. The men look like men, the women look like women. Like Xal'atath, completely beautiful. Even though she's not really a she. She's more just of being of the void inhabiting the body of a dead female elf, blood elf. But Illyria, all these women are completely beautiful because they are made to look beautiful. So it's a directive design choice. Mrs. Freeze, I've shown before. Mrs. Freeze doesn't look like Mrs. Freeze. Mrs. Freeze looks like a fat Asian dude. You know? Oh, a fat, angry Asian dude. The icon Shiva prepare. Yeah. 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 Look at that. See? You easily right there. Like, it's not hard. Does she have a blocky face? No, she looks like a female. Who is Tetsuya Nomura? Even with Sora, like Sora's a dude, but he has soft features. Aerith, same thing. Do you see huge blocky features on her? No. So the jawline, the cleft chin, those are all creative choices that these people are making. It's not hard to create someone who looks feminine. They are intentionally making females now look like dudes. Um, like look at this shit. Um, yeah, we got Tifa right there. Yeah, there's that black undershirt. Like, why? It doesn't show that much off. Like, you're like right there. So it'd be no different than this. So why they had to put a black undershirt on? Oh, boobies! They scare them. I'm like, she's 20 years old and she's an attractive female. Why not let her show off what she's got? Show me what you've got. Um, so they've proven before, game industry has had no problem making beautiful women in games, but now we see a trend for the last couple of years that, oh well, we can't do that anymore. We need to make these girls look like either like dudes or androgynous, so people can see themselves. So you take the model for the game, for the character, beautiful facial features, nice jawline, beautiful skin, and this and that. And then when they translate them over to the game, they look like they're from, like they should be smacking things with a stick and, unga bunga. You know, that's just they completely destroy them. And again, I'll bring up Black Wukong. The females in that game look exactly like the females who are, they're based on their likeness. No blocky chins, no chiseled jawlines or anything like that. They look like beautiful women. Why is the West so afraid of beautiful women? No one seems to be able to answer the question. Why do video game companies seem to be afraid of women? Why is it that in Dragon Age Veilguard you have all these options for these rare instances like top surgery scars and heterochromia and then vitiligo, things that are rare, but things that are commonplace like larger breasts on females is not to be found. So why is it they don't want female representation? But no one can answer it. No one can answer it because there is no answer because they're doing it intentionally. You know, they're doing it intentionally. But anyway, it's a great thing to hear that Sweet Baby Inc. may no longer be partnered with, or Square Enix may no longer be partnered with Sweet Baby Inc. And that Tetsuya Nomura, yeah, characters should be attractive. I don't care if they're men, women, they should be attractive. No one wants to look at an ugly character the entire fucking game. Seriously, no one. And they think it's just a dude thing. If you go online and ask women, they're like, yeah, we want to look at attractive characters. It's like, I'm a woman. I don't want to look at ugly women. I want to look at beautiful women. I want to look at beautiful men. You know, so they think it's just a male thing. Oh, the male gaze. No, women want to look at beautiful women too. So, but great news. Hopefully it's true and that it wasn't just a mistake on Sweet Baby Inc.'s website. But if it is true, then Square Enix looks at like it might be getting back on track to making fun games with beautiful characters, and so here's hoping. Anyway, that's gonna do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.